Welcome everybody to our live stream here on lichess and Twitch. I'm your host, International Master William Pascal. Ladies and gentlemen, children, and plants, we will be playing Blitz challenges. Alright. Taking challenges 5+3. Whoops. Let me make sure our sunlight is good here. We've got enough light. Always tough Monday mornings. Man, Monday mornings are brutal. I feel like Garfield the cat. Anyway, let's get started. I'm taking challenges 5+3. Astrobate, welcome. Good to see you. What time is it there? Let's see, 9 hours. 2 a.m.? Not too bad. Not too bad. Play, create a game. Lobby. No. Quick pairing. No. Yeah, lobby. Five plus 3. What's my formula for searching for a game here? I can't set a specific time control? Yeah. Custom. 5+3 casual. Reading range. Alright. We'll try this. Random challenge. 5+3 casual. Dun 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 dun. I never do this. But we don't have any challenges. Spinal tap. Alright. Good morning, Astrobate. Good evening. My new chess ID. Chess ID. Oops, I played the Pirates by accident. That's always good. At least he let me transpose the Sicilian. That's nice of him. Astrobate, he's like you. He plays knight f3 against things. Who plays knight f3 against the Pirates? Oh, what is this? No knowledge of theory. Dude, what are you doing? What is this guy doing? What is this? It's the weirdest ever move order for white to play for no apparent reason. The white side of the checkover variation. Why would he just not play like d4 on move 3 and take with the queen? He did this like really messed up move order for no apparent reason. I guess he just got lucky. Actually, he's misplaying this. Yeah, this just, he doesn't know. Doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. That's the problem. What am I doing? Dude scared the shit out of me. What is wrong with this guy? He's 1908 in bullet, 2000, 2200 rapid, and he spends no time on his moves. That's kind of bizarre. Now he's thinking about this move? Are you serious? He's 2200 in rapid? I guess if thinking doesn't matter, he could easily be 2200 in rapid. Strange. Does have a good pawn structure. He's big on pawn structure. Feels very drawish. Even though he has a terrible structure, I'm down upon. All rooking games are draws, as we know. I think this guy needs to think a little bit more about his game. I'm so glad I played a random player. I had no idea. I have to fight for a draw here. He's going to play the whole game using no time. Chess ID. Yeah, this isn't normal. Thank God it's not a rated game, right? That's a weird move. I'm sorry I did this, guys, to play with just a random player. I wasn't expecting to get something like this. You think like the average rating is... Dude, he's gonna drop that pawn? What? He's gonna lose this? Man, this is gonna take an hour. We've already played 25 moves. B-Jock, welcome. Sort of unbelievable. Player who's 2200 in rapid, but spends no time in the whole game and doesn't know fundamental endgames. It's disturbing. He was better, actually. He could probably make me grovel for a draw there with proper technique. Now there's some chance he might lose, which is unbelievable, basically. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, maybe not trading rooks is a good idea. I think he should have traded rooks. I think instead of making his drawing chances better, he's actually increasing his losing chances by not trading rooks there. He's the one with like the less safe king. It's kind of like trading queens when your king is less safe. He's not getting any attacking chances here. He's helping himself like have chances to lose, essentially. Better chances to lose. Wow, and black's just like winning. It's unbelievable. Wow. How can you get to 2200 and have no clue how to play a fundamentally simple rook endgame? That's disturbing. It's like the chess puzzle effect. People do like tons of chess puzzles, but they still have no clue about fundamentals. So they become good tactically, and they can't even play a simple endgame. He's like clearly better. I'm just barely drawing here, probably, in this rooking game. I don't know. You know, what's my best move here? After move 17, let's say. He has 6 isolated pawns, but it's a dead draw. A4. Rook c6 here, apparently, was a better move, holding the pawn. I was never worse, according to the engine. So here I figure rook takes rook. I don't know about this. This 3-on-4 with the doubled pawns. Probably a draw. I had a very similar game with Mr. Slow, I think it was, with the same exact endgame some months ago in Blitz or Simul. I don't remember. I thought I could make progress here and I couldn't. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Slow, maybe it was Alms. I can't remember, but a decent player. Alright, I'm taking challenges. So, subscribers first. Sumil Mitra, Sumaher. Are you guys subscribers? Let's see. GM Tranquilizer subscriber. Masturbate. GM Tranquilizer. Are you in the challenge list? Bijak is in the list. We're going to play him first. Who I know is a subscriber. There were some non-subscribers who snuck in the Simul yesterday with me assuming that they were subscribers, but they weren't. I have to keep an eye on you guys. Alright, what are we going to do? So, we always play the same stuff a little bit too much. Let's vary. Variance. Grunfeld? I don't remember what you play against the Grunfeld. Maybe we've played it once or twice. Unfortunately, here I don't know my stuff well enough to play this like seriously with black. Barely enough to play it with white. Since I haven't studied the Grunfeld for black since the 90s, or even earlier. Ah, yes. So we did have this. Okay. So as I told you last time, G, yeah. Bishop G5, C5. We played this once before. He might not remember. Alright. Boom. It's always rough recovering from the Sunday Simul stream. So we're playing Blitz against subscribers and others, maybe, depending. Is anyone here a subscriber? Romeo of Turkey. Yeah. Let's see. First of all, you don't have enough games. Secondly, oh, you do, but I don't want to play rated. So please re-challenge me to casual. Alright, so CD5. I think I'm supposed to just play knight takes D5, but let's check. CD4. Bishop F6. Did you play this against me prior? Knight D5, DC5. Yeah, that's not that long ago. The 80s were very recent. Don't worry about it. You're younger than you think. If the 80s seem like a long time ago, chances are you're later than you think. I can only chat with bits. Oh, that's wrong. That's just wrong that you can chat with bits. They shouldn't do that. I didn't realize that's how it worked. I thought like once you can chat, but you're allowed to chat if you donate. I mean, I don't play with the settings that much. I didn't intend it to be that way, but I do have like 10-minute follower setting on, I think, which you've not been following for 10 minutes. So, but I didn't realize you could chat with bits. I didn't think about that. Sneaking in the chat with the bits. Alright, I don't know. This is an unusual move. CD5. Let's see. Knight takes D5. DC5. Knight C3. Queen D8 check. King takes. B takes. We can play it like Peter Svidler. It's alright. It's a sneaky way to get into the chat. But we're gonna accept it. An Indian nickel. Alright. So Sumerian. Will this transpose to something else? I guess if I take on C3 we get some kind of like boring variation. Bishop D7? He just wants to develop quickly. Okay, it's not like a French where my bishop's blocked in. My bishop's actually pretty good on C8. So I would assume knight to C6 here. You know, if it's the French, you're like, okay, I trade off my bad bishop, thank you very much. In this game, I mean, my bishop has an excellent diagonal that it commands. I'm not necessarily that forced to trade off my bishop with bishop D7. It was a move, though, you know. Bishop D7, he has knight D5, bishop B5. That's pretty weird variation. E4 is good here, though, right? Yeah. Whatever you say, man. The first move, the second move, the third move, the fifth move, the seventh move, like, it's hard to understand what you mean when you say something like that. We've got a delay on the stream, so I have no idea what position you're talking about. GM Tranquilizer, what account are you under now, these days? Knight on GDE2. Which of your accounts are you playing on today? So what are we doing? Castles, D takes C. What happens if I just castle? Yeah. I mean, that makes the most sense, right? I'm not worried about losing this pawn on C5. All thanks to Mr. Slow. Still, that doesn't specify much. I've got a challenge from Sumil Mitra, Learning Chess 6. Play like Kasparov and Ninja Hator. But you're still not really answering my question. Which account is yours? Maybe I should play knight takes C3. Knight takes C3. That shouldn't matter, right? Always good to. He's a stalker. He uses it to get free subscriptions on other channels. They think he's a grandmaster. You never would have fooled me. I never thought you were a troll. Never realized. I only said it like 100 times. Alright. We're not taking challenges with like random time controls. 3-0, 10-0, whatever. What is that? So how many of these accounts are yours? Trollman. Sumo Mitra. Learning Chess 6. Who is Learning Chess 6? Raise your hand. Okay, you're there. Thank you for identifying yourself. What am I doing here? This is a really annoying position. I'm gonna lose on time. It's really sick. Morning, Princess Chess. Isn't it like, what time is it there? Oh, it is morning. It's 5 a.m. Wow. That's truly morning. Ooh, this position is painful. And he's fast, too. Yeah, Ninja Hator, you're 4th on the list. But you might be the first subscriber. I have compensation for my sacrificed pawn. It's probably just a draw. Sure, GM Tranquilizer. That's what everybody says. He's chat banned or something? Or you're speaking for him again? He's your alter ego. You're his lawyer. I forgot. How many of the accounts do you command? Yourself. You have like a whole network of bots or something? Half of my challengers? Damn, I lost a pawn? That was an astute move. Wow, he's not taking my pawn. Thank you for giving me a break. Oh my god, how fast is this guy? Whoa. Okay, I'm not that fast. I can't play that fast. How is he faster than me? And stronger than me? How is he faster than me? Like, literally. It's like perfect play. Until that wasn't perfect. Still not bad. Not bad, though, for the speed. He's like master strength. This game. Like I'm playing a GM in endgame. I guess he got tired of losing to me. That was actually a blunder. I'm just going to try to draw. Screw winning. Oh, that's a check. He's making blunders. What's going on around here? God, this is like the worst endgame of all time by both of us. Still a draw. It's just a draw. I could lose, actually. I'm gonna lose. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm gonna actually lose. What is this? I actually lost to this guy in the ending, in a winning, almost winning position. Wow. It's like the worst endgame of all time that I ever played. That's unbelievable. 69 cent upon loss. It's the worst endgame of all time that was ever played. Maybe the worst game of all time. Wow. I don't understand how I can lose a winning position, but the time pressure. I'm just like trying to win when I can't win, you know? It's crazy. This is the weirdest thing ever. King b6 and now I don't know what to do. King d5. It's still a draw. How is this still a draw? What am I missing here? See, the problem is I thought you had something. Check. Okay, I can come back. No. Wait, I do have it, right? What I missed was this. I forgot my king could come back here. I thought I was losing a rook. You know, that's the problem. I didn't know what to do. I was like frozen. Am I lost? This is the weird. Like c7 here. King b8. No, I can still do it. Rook takes c7. Check. Why don't I just play king c6? I'm like a complete idiot, you know? I can't even see like you can't win a rook because you can't take here. It's ridiculous. But I mean, this was, well, I mean, I'm just seeing threats that aren't there, you know? I thought I'm like losing for some reason. Whatever, it was a terrible endgame. Like, here. This should be a draw. And now I'm just lost. We might as well play bullet chess, honestly. I don't know. I'm not going to play Sumamitra till I know he's a subscriber or not. Learning Chess 6 is not a subscriber. Once is not a subscriber. Play Like Sparrow is not a subscriber. Ninja Hot Tour is a subscriber. Is there some way I can check to see if someone's a subscriber? I guess we can type it in there. But I don't know his Twitch handle. So that's the problem. I apologize for that. That was the worst game ever. I've in the past I've tried to like download or whatever my subscribers list. It was always like blank. I gave up on that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Eric Rosen. Tricks. Advanced streamer knowledge. I've played 2 games of this with White recently. Everyone is so fast though. That was the worst game ever. I don't know. It's Monday morning. I just can't play. I can't play Blitz on Monday morning. Sorry. I shouldn't have the stream on Monday morning. Honestly. I should do something else. Blitz challenges on Monday morning just sucks. I have no idea where I am, like playing the last game with time pressure. But it's like, I don't understand. Sumahair is morning for him too. What does he do? Like wake up at 4 o'clock and have like 6 coffees? He's playing better than me. Alright, we're going to play solid. I don't get the rook d1 thing. That's the main move in the opening explorer. But I don't really understand it, you know. Why is this rook good here? What does it do? Honestly. I'm not going to like take on c4 and I'm not going to open the position. If you exchange, that rook is stupid on d1. Not a very dynamic system for black though. It's maybe good for playing for a draw. I used to argue that playing the closed Catalan was a good way to play for a win. But honestly, yeah. Good luck against a strong player. Yeah, this is the thing. I don't understand this rook there. This CD is a bad move. His rook is like ridiculous on d1 now. The rook is designed for me to take on c4, or maybe white to break with e4. But if you play CD now, your rook doesn't make sense there. I had a game with this the other day, but the rook on c1 makes a lot more sense. So not CD. You're supposed to play bishop f4. That's the main move, or something interesting like maybe knight c3. You can try to sacrifice the pawn on c4. I've even seen some weird moves like a4 for white. Now it's just equal. Move 11 made some mistake against me where he was doing like bishop a6. Trying to be active, but it's probably better not to do that. I just want to have a solid position. I'm not trying to do anything fancy here. If you lose again, will it be considered adoption? I don't believe in adoption. That's insulting to people. Alright. Adoption is like hazing, or No, we don't use that terminology here. That's degrading to beginners. We don't do that. I don't adopt or get adopted. Sorry. Bishop g5. It just, I don't know. What does it mean? It sort of implies like ownership or dominance, or it seems insulting to me. It's a trolley sort of thing, like implying that you kind of like, you just like the dominant coach or owner. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not good at defining words. I don't think that I like the adoption. Yeah, that's for Eric Rosen and Hikaru and Naroditsky or something. I'm good like that. We don't have to emulate them. I just play chess. Adoption is when you like take away all of someone's rating points or something, I guess. So what are we doing? Is there an idea here? It's like humiliating, isn't it? The adoption theme. When you beat someone so much that they're like humiliated. I don't think that's cool. I know what it literally means, but what does that have to do with it only being people who you beat 100 times in a row? It's a nice way of saying that like you own them, essentially. Taking them under your wing. Yeah. Just trying to equalize. I've equalized. Internet meme vocabulary. Is that applied to other sorts of streams, like video games? Did they borrow that? I would assume it's like a borrowed concept. God, this is like brutally boring. Do you play a lot of Exchange Slav? I'm sorry I played... How did I play this anyway? I decided to play the black side of the Exchange Slav. Man, this is like watching the grass grow. Hey, honey, I'm going to go out and watch the grass grow now. Would you like to play some Exchange Slavs while we're at it? At least the game with Sumaher was a little bit dynamic. But this pawn structure's got nothing. I don't know what made me play this. Just because I had played against it. I wanted to experience it for black. But man, it's boring. This is just boredom. And now the game will be like randomly decided in equal position due to time pressure. It's like a World Championship Candidates tournament, basically. Pretty much the same thing. Random results. Draw. This is why I hate symmetrical pawn structures. I guess it's a success with black. Rook c3. Yeah, I don't know about rook c3. That's kind of a weird move. It's equal, I guess, still. He clearly likes this kind of structure. If you're facing a higher rated player, you're definitely happy here with white. Your chances of not losing are very high. I don't know about winning for either side, looks difficult. Knight d2 though, unexpected. What's he trying to do with that? Why knight d2? You're anticipating knight c4? Yeah, I mean now... So it's funny. If bishop e7, pawn takes b3. But I have like threats of b takes a2. So there's nothing funny there. It's not a laughing matter. I gotta switch my chair here. I am going to move slightly to a different aspect. It's like white has to grind to win very hard. What? What are you talking about? White's like worse here. It's not a question of grinding to win. White's like trying not to lose this position. You mean like in general? Unless you're like Jesse Cry or something, people don't play the exchange Slav, I don't think. You just don't do that. You don't play the exchange Slav for a win, right? It's kind of like the exchange French. You're just doing it to play for a draw with white. Like, I don't know, I mean, is there... Magnus Carlsen can play for a win with anything, right? But maybe he would do that. But like normally strong players don't play silly things like the exchange anything. Exchange French, exchange Slav, exchange King's Indian, all of it is garbage. Basically openings where like white is playing for a draw, essentially. There are all different lines where white is essentially just doing exactly that. Okay, whatever you say. White gambit pawn line. Oh, of course, the white gambit pawn line. As if I know what you're talking about. Lots of aggressive players play the exchange Slav. Very popular at the highest levels. Yeah. I'm just trolling. Jesse and I were in the same exact age category. Whoa. Check this out. What's that about? I'm just trolling. Like, Jesse's one of the only people in the world that would recommend or play the Exchange Slav. It's like lifeless for white. People play that who they're just like boring deep down. All right. Sumo Mitra, learning chess. I still don't know about Sumo Mitra. I don't know. How do I know if he's a subscriber or not? There's no way to know. He won't talk in the chat. All I have is I have the word of his other identity. I'm just no way of knowing. Cry reached GM status in 2007. He was the first American-born player to achieve the title since Tal Shaked in 1997. What? That's not true. There's no way. That's absurd, dude. You're telling me the guy got his title in 2007 and he's the only American-born player in a 10-year period? I don't know, man. That's hard to believe. It's possible, but it's very hard to believe. I know that almost everyone in the US was born in another country who's a grandmaster. It's true. Mostly immigrants from the former Soviet Union. That's messed up. That's possible. But nowadays, those records are done. Much easier to become a GM now. Thanks, Astrobate, for your update. I'm just commenting on how boring Jesse's Exchange Slav is. Pawn structure is so important, you know. Understanding dynamics in pawn structure. If you play something like the Exchange Slav, you're just like robbing yourself of a proper chess game. Chess is not fun when it's boring. But Jesse liked that because I think it was, you know, he was very fixed. He could analyze the fixed pawn structure in more detail or something. He's an analytical guy. Wow. B4? Thank you for the Wikipedia. Astrobate. Good old Wikipedia. Interesting. It's getting weirder and weirder by the minute. Presenting information. Exactly. He's the master of presentation. Coffee doesn't taste bad. That's better than like salt water. I usually do it with salt water. I take this stuff too seriously. It's depressing. Why do I take chess seriously with games like this? Ninjato, your position was totally equal. Standard. There's no way to win with black if white wants to play that kind of solid Catalan. You can't play the black side of the Catalan and try to win, I don't think. Black has to try something more dynamic. Playing for a draw is one thing. But yeah. I've been playing those lines with white, but not like you did exactly. A little different. It's getting weirder and weirder. He's 1400 because his coach says he shouldn't play rated games. What? I'd like to meet his coach. He is his coach. Yeah, rated games are harmful. Definitely don't want to do that. You might play people who are actually trying. How many different players is this opponent? I think he's like 7 different people or something. There have been like vast differences in his play. You play him one day and he's like 2100. The next day he's like 900. It's impossible to say what you're going to get. What if I sack a rook here for the pawn? Oh, that seems unnecessary. Yeah, at least it's not a boring structure. Oh yeah, no, not with this guy. Definitely not. Bishop c5. Check that move out. I'm just going to sacrifice this back. I can't take it anymore. He's now up a pawn. He's 1400. With ultra subtle play. Right. He's very 1400. Okay, this is the last time I'm playing him. The account is so sus, it's just ridiculous. I've said it like 1,000 times, but I'm finally gonna live up to my promises of not playing this account anymore. This is really the last time. Subscriber, I don't care if he's like a tier 3 subscriber. I'm not gonna play him anymore. It's just ridiculous. Tired of being trolled by this guy. This is our last game, dude. Until you fix your rating. I'm tired of the humiliation of playing 1400s who play like masters or 7 different playing strengths in the same game. What? I give up. What a waste of time this whole game was. He just like loses a drawn position, randomly making moves. It's so bizarre. I don't even know where to start. It's just not normal. He's like a 2100 and a 800 or a 700 in the same game. All right, just too suspicious. I can't play that player anymore. Learning chess 6. Play like Kasparov, Lasker. Tezik, yeah. Well, lichess doesn't put you back in the queue anymore. Where are you? You're on another planet? You're completely gone, dude. You're back. All right. Did you conceptualize how deep his whole idea of sacrificing that rook on A1 is? Did anybody wanna go there on that concept? I don't even want to start talking about it. The same player who conceives of that sacrifice of the rook on A1. What is that, Prem? How can the same player who conceives of the rook sacrifice on A1 just roll over and die like a 500 player in a drawn ending? How can that be the same? How can you be capable of doing that? It's not even believable. You can't be the same player and play those concepts in the same game. It's like he's... Yeah, very deep stuff. And then like absurdly basic blunders in the same games. That doesn't work like that. You can't play insanely deep chess and like commit horrible blunders. Whatever, I'm not going to waste my time speculating about how he does it or what it is. Multiple players, a computer, sometimes not. It's just too inconsistent and bizarre. I give up. Okay, 92. Knight f6, I believe. You didn't play this before. Knight f6, e5. If I play knight f6, e5, knight h5, or knight d5. Never had a game like this I can recall in a long time. I don't like putting my queen on b6 in this type of position. Alright, knight d4, knight d4, cd4, knight e2, knight f6, bishop d3. I guess bishop d3. We did play. You played knight g3, but bishop d3 should be better. This is... I know that people typically will do this, but it's not a good square for your knight. I'm not a big fan of this system for white. I think after bishop e5, knight d4, you should just castle. Also, bishop d3 is possible. Alright. So that bishop d3 can be played directly there. And then taking on the next move. I'm not a big fan of that either, but frankly, this castles line is, well, I've played 100 games in my stream with black, and white is doing okay in those variations. This is not as good. Having said that, okay, bishop e2, interesting. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've never faced this before. What am I supposed to do, people? He's going to do d3. I don't know if I like this. I don't like this f5 crap Wade has. That's annoying. What am I supposed to play there? Yeah, I don't like this that much. I don't like it. I have to admit, I do not feel good about this. What am I doing? Well, it's very close to Roman. This is like this stupid line. He just inverts the move order with bishop d3. Man, this is a good system for white. Knight g3 is awful, but the rest of it all works. I don't have a plan. What am I supposed to do? I have no clue what to play here. I'm just like making random moves. a5. I have no idea what to do. What do I do? There's no good move. Is Roman still alive? He's outlived a lot of people that you wouldn't expect. f5, I'm taking. I can't get rolled here. What? He didn't pass away, man. What are you talking about? I would have heard about that. There's no way that Roman passed away. He was like a legend. It would be all over the chess news. You can't get that type of information, and I just missed it. He was an iconic legend. Why are you saying that, Prem? Don't joke. I mean, we didn't get along, but I don't wish him anything bad. Searching wiki? Because wiki is the place to look. What? Searching wiki. What are you talking about? Everybody would know if Roman passed away. He's a legend. Alright. What's up, Spinal Tap? He called you? Yeah, we don't talk for 20 years, but he's a tough customer. Alright. This is his system, sort of. Tezik played a modified version of the Roman Grand Prix attack. Prem is drunk and waiting for his allowance. That's bad, dude. That's a bad sign. If you're drunk and waiting for your allowance, there may be a problem. Here. I thought you were like 13, but if you're 13, you definitely shouldn't be drunk. Yeah. All right. Donald Trump probably still has an allowance. Trust fund, baby. All right, what are we gonna do? Wow, Tizik is coming to get me. Knight takes. I get to do this. All right, that was close. Tizik, I don't like your new system. I don't like it. I could have just taken on c2 actually. Why didn't you defend with bishop d1? Good to see Spinal Chap. Spinal Chap. What's up, Spinal Chap? Spinal Tap Chess. Lurking. But I don't like how I played this opening, man. I am out of it today, but seriously, this position I was like, what do I do here? I don't have any moves. A5 probably wasn't so bad. Well, I mean, you need to hold the c2 pawn. What's up, Spinal Tap? The over-the-board chess coming back there, man? What about your business? I think the U.S. will come back quicker than most places. Still waiting for a way to get vaccinated here so I can go back to playing chess. Lots of opportunities. Playing IM tournaments. Just what I live for. Help other people become title players. You did it? What did you do? I don't like this anymore, man. Can you step off my pieces? I'm afraid of everything. I'm so paranoid. I'm like, I'm afraid to do anything. I'm afraid to win material. I'm like, oh, there's a ghost there. Queen h4. No, knight g5. Finally, a real blunder. This isn't that bad, is it? Actually, it's not good, but by resign. No, you can't resign here yet. You're down 2 pawns. Maybe rook f4, going after the d pawn. You resign too quickly. Yeah. Black's better, but I wouldn't resign yet. I mean, the computer says it's winning, right? But, you know, stockfish evaluations are not designed for human beings to evaluate chess positions. Pranav, chess, can I play you? You're not in the challenge list. I know the list is messed up and people drop out all the time. But I don't know. I don't even see you on the list at all. Who is learning? Oh, yeah, learning chess. I've got to take the challenges I get in the order I get them. Where are you? You're not on the list, man. I can't accept a challenge I don't have. Alright. Learning chess 6. E4. So it's interesting, Teze. Maybe you invented a new system there for white. Knight g3 looks bad, but the whole plan of bringing your bishop back to e2 It's different. Feels inherently wrong. But black doesn't have anything that great. Yeah, knight g3 sucks, but so what? What can I do about it? Maybe it's not that bad. You can afford to have one bad piece, I guess. Temporarily. It happens in Roman's line too. Although I don't think Roman's line is great. It's probably good enough for a semblance of equality. He would play like bishop d3 on move 5. That variation is passé now. Nobody plays that anymore. The bishop b5, letting black take on b5 is your best chance. Bishop c4 is another story. No, you should play what I'm telling you. Like, let black take on b5. That's the best chance. Don't move your bishop at all in that position. Prem, keep drinking. I never heard that one before. He's from Georgia. Kasparov's from Azerbaijan. But possible they had some kind of contact when Kasparov was a young kid. I don't know. He never told me that. You make up a lot of stuff though, don't you? Keep drinking. Sure, Prem. Is that the Susan Polgar chess blog or something? Dude, I know the guy personally. He never mentioned teaching Kasparov once in like years of hanging out with him. You'd think like he would say something like that. It's a promotional thing. You know, he probably like showed Kasparov an opening when they met at a simul in 1977 or something. That counts as coaching. I don't know. Roman was not a coach when he was that age. He was just a player. People are going to make up a lot of stuff trying to promote themselves later in life. I wouldn't believe half of it. Especially like chess coaches looking to make money. They'll say anything. He gave Kasparov advice in an elevator once in 1979, and now he's his coach or something. I don't know, man. That was never a claim to fame I ever saw. There's a small chance it's true, but I'm very skeptical. I saw an interesting picture of Kasparov playing in a simul against Korchnoi in 1975 the other day. Korchnoi had to sit down during the game against a small Kasparov. I guess saying you were the coach of Kasparov would sell a lot of videos. Feed the blurb. Wow, I don't know, Asterbait. It's true he helped Karpov. No. Actually, I'm not sure about that either. Man, it sounds sketchier and sketchier. Well, he did help Kamsky play against Karpov. I don't know if that counts as being... Does that count as being Karpov's trainer? It sounds like a lot of bullshit. Honestly. How are you like Karpov's coach when you like emigrated from the Soviet Union in 1978 or something? Doesn't make a lot of sense either. I don't know, you guys would believe anything you read. Wikipedia is a dangerous thing. Completely unverified information being spewed by random people. Phew, it's frightening. I read it on Wikipedia. Well, then it must be true. Yeah, that's a reliable place to go, Asterbate. They're hawking like chess equipment. They must be telling us the truth. Jesus. That's terrible, dude. It's completely made up bullshit. People will say anything to try to sell stuff. Now my bishop is trapped. It is what it is. I'll have to take on e5. Undoubtedly, Roman knew Kasparov and Karpov, but I don't think he was their coach, you know, at any point. In any sort of official capacity. Casually knowing them or giving them advice or something. If that counts as being a coach, then I guess. Alright. Time to cash in. You can't believe what you read in catalogs. What do we want to do? 2 bishops versus 2 knights? It works. That's horrible. Next thing you know, like, Susan Polgar will be Kasparov's coach too. Susan Polgar coached both Karpov and Kasparov. I don't know. I'm just making up random stuff now. But don't believe people who are hawking stuff. Chessopedia. That's where you should make your own website with chess quotes and other reliable chess information. I need a plan here. That bishop on f8 is sad. But it's still hard to break through. Yeah, Roman, don't say you said enough. Oh man. Alright. Snake oil. Get your snake oil here. We need attacking chances. Oh, keeping the lines closed. Now this is a different story. Double knights. this hurts. It's really hard to finish black off. Played against Karpov. That's different. That's new. Yes. That's true. Playing against them is true. Learning chess, hanging on. Very, very good defense. But until that move, why not g6? Why g5? g6 is much stronger than g5. Now my knight is forever on f5. g5 is a blunder. He's amazingly still in the game after g6. Not that easy for white after this move. At all. Not easily winning. Alright. Play like Sparov, Husky, Pranav, Blitz. Pranav doesn't have enough games, of course. I don't take challenges to people less than 100 Blitz games. LFC William has enough games. Just disappeared. Husky. So if I decline your challenge because of under 100 Blitz games, you can come back another time, but I am not playing people with new accounts or bullet only ratings. Sorry, Pranav. Bishop e4 check. Oh no, no, we can't have that. Well, let's do this again. This is boring. Sorry, man. I've got to play people with established ratings. This is really bizarre. Never seen anyone do that before. It's an exchange, Queen's Gambit, I guess. Would you call this? Yeah, he's just kind of making random moves. What is h3? Whoa. There was like a thudding sound. Hold on a second. Alright. So play like Sparov is playing his super speed. Strange play here by white so far. Desperately trying to unload inventory. Astrobate. Outdated chess videos. Don't fall for any of those sneaky sales tactics, Masturbate. If you want to buy something, come to me for a recommendation. I'll let you know. Make sure you run it by me first before you make any major expenditures. I'll make sure nobody takes advantage of your noobness in the chess market. I don't think about Chessable. I've never used it. I can't really make a recommendation. I like the concept of it. I can't really make a review about it because I haven't actually used it myself. But I still don't think it's a substitute for brick and mortar books. But I don't want to make any recommendations or reviews about Chessable when I've never actually used it. I think you got to be careful about the content that you choose. But I like the idea of it. Queen c2. Okay. Now what do I do? h6. See, white has no breaks in this position. That's the problem. That's why you never play the exchange variation with your bishop on g2. I mean, I might lose on time or fall for some kind of tactical trick here, but strategically white is like bankrupt in this position. White has no chances of playing for a win, and possibly he's just worse. This is why you don't play g3 in the exchange Queen's Gambit. It leaves you with no plan. Believe me, I've played it by accident. I have first-hand experience. Dongers, I don't know. That's another Axel Smith thing. I don't know, his stuff seems kind of gimmicky, but I really don't know. I don't want to make an... I can't review things I've never read. But I've heard a lot of people talk about it, so it's probably not just a gimmick. I've heard some respectable chess players have positive opinions on that, but I can't speak for myself. So white just sacrificed a pawn. Bishop to f5. e4. No. Bishop f5 loses material, right? Structurally bankrupt. That's what I'm saying. Dongers, I don't know, Boris Averroch seems like a very respectable chess author. I've been impressed from what I've heard from third parties. I don't actually own a Boris Avrukh book. I had to stop buying chess books because I have 500 chess books in a storage unit that I can't afford to keep paying for. Frankly, I basically had to cut myself off a few years ago of buying any more chess books as I have no place to put them. So, but he does have a very good reputation. Everything I've seen that other people have talked about has been good. So let's see. Sacked in exchange. We have 2 pawns for the exchange, essentially a winning position. Sladgie versus the audience, use subscriber as proxy. But you know what happens then, Princess Chess? The vote tool to choose the moves. Well, they'd have to be subscriber players, because you'll always get like cheaters. When you do like X versus the world, it's always like X versus a million computers. If you do that kind of thing, Princess Chess, we have to make sure that the only people who are allowed to vote are respected members of the community. Otherwise, it would just like be me playing versus some engine or something. But it is a reasonable idea. A reasonable idea has been suggested. Sladgie versus the world. Needs and home edition. The problem is, how much does it cost? What just happened? How much does it cost? Wow. What? I'm going to try a third time to say this. How much does it cost to send us what do you call it? Container internationally? Pods are hopeless. No, like a real container company. Ah. I finally fell for a trap. Yes. Isn't that amazing? Knees up a piece. Wow. Shocking, isn't it? Unbelievable. Who would have thunk it? Total surprise. Now, perfect play. I think I might be able to hang a draw here. What? Oh, that's accurate. Wow, check out his technique. Perfect technique. Let's make it a rook pawn, I guess. I like his technique is like perfect. Now he knows it's a draw. I don't accept a draw here. How did he know it's a draw so quickly? That's the amazing thing. It was a generous draw for two. Very interesting game. Very instructive. So our quote engine allows you to obtain as many as 139 rates for your ocean freight shipment. 20-foot FCL. What is that? I wonder how big that actually is. New York, Budapest from 1263. If you get it to New York. But anyway. It's interesting. I am starting to think about that container theory. I just assumed it would be so expensive to do a container. It would be prohibitive. Maybe it's not. But I have more stuff than just books. I wonder how, if it's really conceivable. I need like a really large space. Smart chess player. What does that mean, a 20 foot? 20 foot by 1 inch or something? Like, Vera Carlson. Husky. Vera Carlson is a subscriber, apparently. Anyway, this player doesn't seem to be here. Yeah, unfortunately, I have more stuff than just books. It would be nice to send the books. That's a nice offer, Dongers. Maybe I'll take you up on that someday. But I do have to resolve more stuff. I'm still going to need a shipping container. C-mail. Asturbate's probably checking on Wikipedia. Send a challenge in a bit. Cockatiri, I've got to leave pretty soon. I only stream until 1:15 CEST, so 40 HC. What is that? Cubic centimeters. Cubic. What is HC? Don't anybody else send any challenges, unless you're a subscriber, because I'm only going to play like 2 more games. I don't understand why so many people play this rubbish for black. It's not even a real variation. Why do people play this? Okay, at least 95 is an attempt to play for exchange of pieces. Basically, you're playing like a kind of modified Capablanca system, which in principle is a good idea. You didn't do like B5 like the other people do. You can't just like make up anything on the black side of the Queen's Gambit. Should I go to B3 or D3? Black really needs like Queen A5. High cube containers are similar to 40-foot standard containers in length, but have a height difference. Yeah, I gotta find an expert. Thank you, Asturbate, for your investigation. Much appreciated. I always assumed it would be like $5,000 to send a container. I wonder if it's more affordable for real. Probably that website, you'll never see your stuff again. It has to be highly reliable, Astrobate. It's like, that sounds kind of cheap to me. Well, I think, Doggers, that's normal. When you play black, you have to know what you're doing better, because you're at a disadvantage to start with. So I think it's true, like, most people do know more with black than they do with white. Sometimes I think I'm better with black than I am with white for that reason. You're forced to learn more theory, because it's like more fatal if you don't. Yeah, black just made up a pseudo. It's like pseudo-science. VR Carlson is playing pseudo Queen's Gambit. A pseudo-scientific Queen's Gambit with black. Now this is unprincipled. You have less space, no center, and you're avoiding an exchange of pieces. That is not a good idea. You should jump at the opportunity to trade pieces with very little space here from black's perspective. I'm so happy he didn't trade pieces. Getting the container to the dock from the dock is another 1,200. At least. Man, if I could spend under $5,000 to send a large container, or at least a fairly large container, I would consider it. Because I'm paying rent in my storage unit, it's going to add up. C5. The rent will easily surpass the cost of shipping it at some point. I have like a lot of books. Let's say 400 to 500 chess books. Tons of family memorabilia. I didn't know if I was going to move back to the United States or not, so we're still not sure. But it's good to know our container options, Astrobate. Thank you. Have you thought about a career in logistics? Maybe that was your natural calling all this time. I guess this is just over, right? Knight c7 and this threat? Double threat. But black's play is inconsistent and principally wrong. London system. For you London lovers out there. This was not a London system, I'm just joking. Woodpeckers. By Axl Rose. Oh man, are you kidding me? No, I didn't have something there. I thought I had something with Queen C2. There's nothing there. Just killed my own bishop. For a good reason, though. Right. No, there's no way out. Knight on b6 is bad. That's not good. I just see an amazing amount of people like playing the black side of the Queen's Gambit with this weird... I don't understand. Like, all you have to do is like go study the 27 World Championship or something to play better than this. People are just like improvising in the 6th move of the Queen's Gambit all the time. H6 is one move. But the c6, h6, knight bd7, d takes c, they just do it all the time. But they don't seem to have a plan. There's 100 years of theory on this opening, and it's really easy to find information about it. Even Capablanca's play from 100 years ago is still good enough to get at least a solid position. You don't have to be that up to date in the Queen's Gambit. I should have time for 2 more games. The f3. It's funny how much I see that. It's insane. And nobody plays the rouser? Because they're trying to play the English attack. That's what it is. Everybody like tries to force the English attack in every formation. There's a sort of alternate reality of internet chess openings compared to over the board, where the Bodler attack with e4, c5, bishop c4 is like the main line against the Sicilian. Basically, that's what it is. Online chess is an alternate reality, which is like kind of fake. But I get no practice from my real over the board openings whatsoever. Streaming. I could go to a tournament tomorrow and have like learned nothing from the last 5 years of playing online. Jim, man, I hope that some developer comes up with a good VR chess program. Seriously. That would be cool. I would be into like helping to crowdfund something like that. Chess is super popular. Video games are super popular. Streaming is super popular. So a VR chess game, it would just kick ass. You're driving 7 hours to go play 8 games? 8 games? Is that like 2 different tournaments? Ohio? I have to say I've never played in a chess tournament in Ohio or West Virginia or Indiana or Missouri. What's in Ohio? What's an 8-round tournament? Wouldn't it be like 5 or 6 or 7? I've heard of 5-round, 6-round, 7-round, and 9-round tournaments, but ironically I've never heard of an 8-round tournament. Strangely. But is that 2 different tournaments? There can't be an 8-round tournament. It's 2 4-rounds. Okay. In one weekend? Oh, like 2 days? Man, you are desperate. Right. Okay. So like tornado. We used to call them tornadoes. We would play like... You could actually do 4-round game 75 That's brutal. Let's see, game 75 is... Yeah, those were like... Once I had a panic attack after a 4-round game 75, I started losing my mind. Too much coffee and a 4-round game 75. I was like having a heart attack, I thought. Not funny. It's a bit much, the game 75. Yeah. Game 45 or game 30. Maybe game 60. Game 75 is too much for 4 rounds in one day. For 3 rounds, that's fine. You can do that, no problem. 4 is too much. JCS, welcome. Just don't drink too many energy drinks on a daily basis. I've heard that's very bad for the organs. And white is tricky. Tricky. You gotta like his name. At least. He has a good name. So, yeah, that's cool. So you're driving. I always had this dream, Dongers, of buying like an RV and like road tripping across the US like a chess bum. Just playing tournaments all the time. Living in like my RV. You like that, Jim? I have a secret desire to live in a trailer park. Whoa, master. He just played King H1. That's nuts. His queen is not trapped. Queen is not trapped. Let's analyze Queen B6, Queen E5, Bishop D4, Queen E2, Queen B2. I gotta say, it's playable. Originally, I know it's not, it's King H1, but it doesn't lose by force. I do think it's a little crazy to play that. Can it be a bad move? Well, I mean, queen, bishop takes queen would be... You're playing King H1 anyway, right? I guess he figures I'm playing King H1 anyway. But I would not waste my time. Oh, he actually has another move here, which I missed. Oops. So this was not what I planned. He dropped a piece. Oh, Liverpool? I don't really do European football. You guys are crazy with the sports stuff. Wait, now Liverpool is owned by the owners of the Red Sox. Bob, get yourself together. Ron Henry, or what's his name? Henry VIII. I perished. Don't confuse your Boston sports teams. Now there's a big scandal about Well, no, that's Manchester United. What was going on today? There was a big scandal. Wait, it wasn't Liverpool, was it? Where is it that there's the... Where was the big protest? Was it... Which team was it? Who's gonna, like, checkmate me here? What the heck? Here we go again. So who owns Liverpool? I'm confused. Dude, this position is starting to kind of annoy me. I guess we're alright. Maybe not, though. Dude, what's going on here? Do I have no moves? I'm up a piece for nothing? And I should be winning? But I'm all confused. So who has the American owners? That's Manchester United? That's weird. I'm confused. I thought it was Liverpool. Totally confused. No, this is still a problem. Dongers. It's still a problem. I'm losing a piece. Yeah, that's the whole point, but he missed it. He has to play Queen H4. He's like laterally on my other guy. He just like rapid fire moves. Wonder. What are you talking about? PayPal, the owner of PayPal? Good old Peter Thiel. He's not involved with PayPal anymore. What a great guy. But seriously, he's actually a chess player, right? We had this conversation before. Something Bob probably chimed in on. Haha. You might as well come to a football match in Hungary, Bob. That's a pretty good joke. You might as well come and check out the Hungarian football scene if you're going to go to Denmark. I think that we're probably better than Denmark. Alright. There was a match like last year, I think. So this guy's all tactics, but only for himself. He sees all the tactics for himself, not for the other guy. Isn't that the same price as in New York City? Or Bermuda? That's a common, probably Moscow price. $17 for a sandwich. You gotta know where to go. Actually, I didn't think it was so bad in Copenhagen. That was a few years ago. Alright guys, last game for today against Husky. Actually, I'm gonna have to decline that and play Jim. Jim's back. Subscribers first priority. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, man, of course, the pulled pork sandwich. But they have even better stuff than that. You can get really, really cheap food. But your economy's gonna tank due to voting restrictions soon. George Gillette and Tom Hicks own Liverpool. Okay, so they're not Americans. So the Henry Corporation owns Manchester United. They were big protests about that. The whole Super League and all that stuff. Yeah, it seems risky to go to North Carolina. I'm not going to play any tournaments there. That's on my no-fly list. Red states. Florida, Georgia, Ohio. Boycotting chess tournaments in red states. But I will play in Vegas. Right, cities aren't red. Queen G5. Jim's playing. It's a mouse slip. I could have played F4. You tried to trick me. F4, bishop takes E3 check. And bishop takes F4. He's claiming it was a mouse slip. Do I have a winning shot there? Bishop E3 check, King H1, Bishop F4, Rook F4, Queen F4, Knight D5, and resigns. Are you just lost there? After we go a little deeper? Is that your point? That's why you're apologizing for the mouse slip? I can't imagine Bob in Denmark. Seems way too stodgy for you. Next on the trip, what's after that? Night clubbing in Vienna or something? Alright, Rook C8. Guys, I gotta go after this game. We're gonna be back with a Tuesday night tournament. Tuesday night tournament is Yankee Buddies. Bob's still living in the Civil War. So what are we gonna do? Do people still use the terminology Yankees? It's unbelievable. They still haven't progressed since like 1865 or something. Damn Yankees. They're cursed. They sold their souls to the devil for not being good Christians. Those liberals. Yeah, and in Britain we're Yankees. They are the Yankees. What are they talking about? I saw an article recently where on BBC people were like, it was an article about how Brits hate American accents. I was like, do you know how much we hate your accents? It's mutual. Alright, man, I'm gonna play f4. I know this is wrong, though. Yes. Now what? Are we winning? Queen d3? Yeah, he's got nothing. My pieces are all good, but he's messed up. I guess he's still got a move. Yeah, he's just gonna castle. It's not that bad for black. What am I doing? I play queen d3, right? Yeah. I gotta go, guys. It was nice knowing you. We're better. Better. What's that song? Better. You better, you bet. Is that Supertramp? Or what was that? Yeah, next thing they're gonna like ban the Yankees name because it's not PC. I don't know. Alright, guys, I don't know. We're just making random moves. I give up. I'm confused. F5. This sucks. Not good enough. Jim is in heaven here. He likes dynamic imbalance, and we're giving him exactly what he loves. Basically. Make sure to give him exactly what he loves. Got another 2 students. It makes it sound like you're stacking their bodies or something. I got another. They're in the basement. You're not a serial killer or anything, right? An almost Boris Johnson-like comment. Wow, Lionel Spoon says, I read Yankee comes from Native American pronunciation of English. That's interesting. I never heard that, but very possible. Anything's possible. What am I doing? Just getting outplayed. Whoa. Man, this sucks. They call him La Máquina. Of the word English? No, I don't think so. That's not... I'm not getting that from the context of that sentence, Bob. It is rather unclear. It's not clear what word he's referring to. I just took it as he doesn't know. Some word. What word? Any word in particular? Bird is the word. Yeah, I'm curious. We'd be curious about what word, right? Jim has 2 minutes and 26 seconds left. Is that enough? Or would you like some more? Do you need some more time? Do you need... You're not going to put my chess books near their bodies, are you? That's kind of creepy. He offered me a place to put my books. And he's collecting students, too. That's just kind of weird. Alright. Blunderiferous. Hung the exchange. bang. It's a funny position. Jim, how do you have 1:42 seconds? Alright, time to go. Time to resign. He made the move when he heard my alarm go off on purpose. Well, I got distracted to try to win on time. Dude, that's just wrong. You missed by like 0.1 seconds trying to flag me. He even made a bad move on purpose. You can tell. He gave me time just now. Now that's, I banned people for that. But I guess in that moment I'll give you a pass. It was a fair thing to do. I got distracted. He did give me time. Normally I would ban for giving time. It's insulting. But I got distracted by my phone alarm. Yeah. I made it though. On my own. All by myself, I didn't lose on time. Howdy. Are you trying to attack my H pawn, or you're just protecting your A pawn? It seems like Jim has kind of lost the thread a little bit. Maybe my king is safe. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Whoa. Now I did it. I blundered. What did he do? He took away his own time? Did you remove your own time? You had like 2 minutes a second ago. What happened to his time? Oh no. You're kidding me. I tried to be nice and like offer him a draw. Implied draw offer. He wouldn't take it. What happened to his 2 minutes? It's crazy. Panic mode. Whatever, man. I was gonna just agree to a draw repetition. Alright. We gotta go, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We will be back Tuesday night with, I believe, a Blitz tournament. I will see you then at 6:30 CEST. Thanks to JCS for being here as a mod. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the game, Jim. Good to see you back in the stream. Good to see you too, Bob. Thanks, Dongers. Thanks, everybody. Asturbate. See y'all later. Bye.